The hills of North Carolina are once again alive with the sounds of underground street racing action here at the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a while, but we are proud to bring you the Midnight Club, sponsored by Merch by Megan, and it's time for round two.
And I'm sure the question on every Funkamaniac's mind out there is, Funk, where have y'all been?
Well, Ricky, as you know, Western North Carolina was devastated by the effects of Hurricane Helene, and the Old Yadkin Valley was not excluded. To all those still dealing with the aftermath, our hearts and prayers go out to you. But as they say, the show must go on, and it's time for round two, Group 1 of the Midnight Club event here at the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway. So enough talking, let's get down to these driver introductions. Starting us off, he had a strong performance in round one with a total of 3 wins and 1 unfortunate DNF. Driving his 1999 Honda Civic Type R, it's Lone Star. Up next, he finished out round one with 1 win and 3 second-place finishes in his 2007 Ford Mustang Shelby GT. It's Farrell Patrick. Up next, he had a strong performance in round one with 1 win and a total of 14 points. In his 1998 Honda Prelude, it's 2K. And finally, with a total of 14 points and 2 wins, he's driving his 2015 Ford Mustang. It's Ray Sugar. Well, this is it, race fans. After a long time waiting, we are back to the top of the starting grid here at the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway as these cars are set up and ready to go for round two. So enough waiting. It's been long enough. It's time for race one, which is now underway.
Oh yeah, race is back here as they go down the backstretch in the turn one.
And would you look at the jump that Lone Star got as he's just pulling away down in the turn two through the chicane. 2K is right there as he gets loose heading down in the turn three.
But look at Lone Star go as he heads down in the turn four, pulling away from everybody else as he comes across the line in first.
2K is going to come across the line in second, as looks like the two Mustangs had some trouble, as there you see Farrell Patrick coming in third and Ray coming in fourth. And there you see that decent track time of 17.573 put down by Lone Star. Let's check out that Merch by Megan replay camera as here you see Lone Star just going through the chicanes, all as smooth as he can be, just pulling away from the other drivers. 2K is trying to keep up, but he gets loose just before going into turn three. As you see them coming out of the turn, Lone Star has a little bit of a problem, but he corrects it just fine as he heads down the super stretch into turn four as he heads down to the finish line. Once again, he gets turned sideways, but he's able to keep it straight just as he goes across the line.
Ah, boy, and with that, Team Tuner strikes first as they go to the top of the leaderboard.
Right you are, Ricky, as there we look at the top of the leaderboard. Team Tuner sitting in the number 1 and number 2 spot, as there you see Lone Star sitting at the top with 2K in second place. Farrell Patrick sitting in third with Ray down there in fourth.
Well, normally I would tell Team Tuner not to get too comfortable up there, but who we kidding? It's 2 rice burners versus 2 crowd killers.
Oh, come on, Ricky, seriously? Anyways, as race 2 is underway, there you see Farrell Patrick with the lead as Lone Star is right there on his tail. Going into turn 2, Ray's now challenging for the lead as they're side by side heading 3. Ray's turned sideways as he Farrell Patrick hits the inside retaining wall as here he comes down to the line. It's going to be Ray coming across the line first, followed by 2K. Lone Star is in third, and looks like Farrell Patrick was able to make it down to the line.
Woo, now that's what I'm talking about. Ray Ray's not afraid to put his car on the line as long as he gets the W.
Well, if he keeps racing hard like that, he might not have a car to make it on to the next round. But anyways, let's check out this replay camera, as there you see the battle for lead as they come out of the chicane. Ray and Farrell Patrick are door to door. Ray gets just ahead of Farrell Patrick as he gets turned sideways as they go down in the turn 3. Farrell Patrick gets pushed into the tire barrier by 2K as the tires explode. Let's go back and watch that one more time as they go down in the turn 3. Ray pushing down onto Farrell Patrick. Farrell Patrick gets hit by 2K, then slams him right into the tire barrier right there in front of Bubba Joe.
Ooh, that was a hard hit by Farrell Patrick too, which means let's watch it again.
You know, Ricky, we can always count on you to always add insult to injury.
Well, 'tis the season for giving, and I always love to give the fans what they want to see.
You know, you should try giving them what they want to hear, too.
Oh, really? And what could I possibly give?
Your voice. A rest.
What? Come on!
Anyways, there you look at the leaderboard. There you see Team Tuner sitting on top with 8 points, followed by Ray there in 7th place, just behind him, as we are set and ready for race 3, which is now underway. As we go down the back stretch, heading into turn 1, it is tight between Ray and 2K. Ray has a slight advantage. Oh, but 2K makes a huge move right there into the S-turns as they go down to the chicane. 2K is now pulling away as he's alone turn 3. Here comes Lone Star with a great move as they come down to the line. 2K just barely hangs on as there you see Lone Star in second, followed by Farrell Patrick and Ray coming in fourth.
Woo, after that run, somebody might want to check Lone Star's car for some booster rockets, because he was coming in hot.
That's an understatement if I've ever heard it, as there you see him sitting back there in the 4th place spot as a battle for the lead takes place between Ray and 2K. As there you see 2K taking lead down to the S-turns as they head down in the turn 2.
And already there you see Lone Star in that 3rd place spot, getting along Ray as they go down in the turn 2. As they come out of the chicane, Lone Star is able to secure it, and now he has his eyes set on 2K.
2K has a nice lead down in the turn 3, but unlike Lone Star, he has no drafting partner. As there you see Lone Star gets a great run coming out of the 3rd turn down the super stretch as he rolls right up on the 2K's bumper as they go down in the turn 4.
2K puts a big block on that run as Lone Star tries to push him out of the way, but it's too late as 2K is able to hang on for that win.
And after 3 races, as we update the leaderboard, there you see 2K now sitting on top of the board with 13 points as Lone Star is in 2nd place with 12. Ray sitting back there with 10 points as there you see Farrell Patrick in the 4th place spot with 7.
And with that, we're down to race 4. It's time to determine who's moving on to the semi-final round.
The signal is given and they're off for the final time down the backstretch into turn 1 as it's 2K with the lead as here comes Lone Star trying to hang in as he takes lead down in the turn 2 through the chicane. They're side by side heading into the 3rd turn. 2K takes it back. Lone Star gets turned sideways as it comes down to the line. It's going to be 2K taking a final run followed by Lone Star. Then it's going to be Ray and Farrell Patrick.
Ooh, I tell you what, they may be 2 glorified lawnmowers, but they definitely put on a great race there in the end.
I'm definitely going to disagree with the lawnmower reference, but I will say that those 2 VTEC powerhouses definitely put on a great show as here you see Lone Star taking the lead away from 2K as they go down in the turn 2 as he secures it through the chicane. But here comes 2K one more time pulling alongside of him as Lone Star tries his best to hang on to it as they go down in the turn 3. 2K has that lower line as he's able to take it away from Lone Star. Lone Star tries his hardest to get it back, but he loses control of his car as he spins around, but he's able to save it just before going down in the turn 4.
Meanwhile, 2K goes down for his victory lap as he comes across the line in first.
And as we tally up the final points, it looks like Team Tuner has struck hard first as there you see Farrell Patrick sitting in the 4th place spot with 9 points, followed by Ray Sugar with 13 points. And the 2 cars moving on to the semifinal round. There you see Lone Star with 16 points and 2K moving on, winning this round with 18 points.
Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with more racing in just a minute.
The following announcement has been brought to you by the Cousin Ricky Order.
That's right, Cousin Ricky fans. You've been asking, and here they are. It's the all-new line of Cousin Ricky t-shirts straight from Merch by Meekin. And to go along with every single t-shirt sale, you also get the brand new CRO Cousin Ricky Order stickers. And speaking of Cousin Ricky Order shirts, they're available in multiple sizes, so be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com and order yours today. Oh, and just like how I've hijacked Funkhauser's channel, I've also hijacked the prices on his merchandise, as all shirts are now on sale for $19.99. So be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com, on Facebook, or call and order yours today when I still have control.
The preceding announcement has been brought to you by the Cousin Ricky Order.
Welcome back, race fans, to the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League as things are revving back up for round 2, Group 2 here at the Midnight Club event, sponsored by Merch by Meekin.
With Group 1 in the books, Team Muscle took one heck of a punch in the mouth as Team Tender has 2 drivers moving on to round 2.
The question is, will Team Muscle be able to answer back with drivers of their own moving on, or will this just be another shutout? Only one way to find out, as it's time for driver introductions for round 2, Group 2. In round 1, he accumulated a total of 18 points with 2 wins in his 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302 for Ironbeard Customs. It's James Ironbeard. Starting in second place in round 1, he had a total of 14 points with 2 wins in his 2003 Nissan 350Z for Polk County Diecast. It's Iceman. Starting in a third place spot with a total of 12 points and 1 win, driving a 1971 AMC Javelin AMX for Hot Nuts Diecast. It's Crickster Sr. And finally, he finished round 1 with 1 win and 2 second place finishes in his 2001 Honda Civic SI for Chase Family Racing. It's In Count.
Ah, jeez, are you serious right now?
What, Ricky? What's the problem?
Oh, nothing except for that you keep putting the lives of our spectators and fellow racers in danger.
Do what? What are you going on about now?
Let's just say this will be the third horse of the car apocalypse for Team Muscle. Hope he stays on the track.
Ah, jeez, of course, another stupid Mustang joke. Anyways, race 1 is underway, and James Ironbeard has a commanding lead as they head down into turn 2. Iceman's trying his best to keep up, but Ironbeard is just pulling away as he is dominating down the super stretch, heading into turn 4, and it looks like James Ironbeard is going to take race 1.
Iceman takes the first loser spot, followed by Crickster Sr., and then In Count bringing up the rear.
Really, Ricky? The first loser spot?
Well, you know what they say. If you ain't first, you're last.
Oh, God, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back after being gone for months, and that's the best thing Ricky can come up with.
Hey!
Anyways, as we go back and watch the Merch by Meekin replay camera, there you see James Ironbeard with a commanding lead as he comes out of the chicane. Iceman and Crickster Sr. are trying their best to keep up with him, but Ironbeard is just leaving it all out there on the track as he is just pulling away down the super stretch, heading into turn 4.
I guess every Ford has his day, as there you see James Ironbeard with no trouble whatsoever, smoothly coming out of turn 4, as he's going to come across the line in first, taking the first win for Team Muscle.
And just like you said, Ricky, Team Muscle strikes first, and they strike hard with that commanding lead. As we update the leaderboard, there you see James Ironbeard sitting at the top with 5 points, followed by Iceman with 4. In third place, it's Crickster Sr., and In Count's down there at the bottom. As we still have 3 races left to go, we are back up to the starting grid as it's time for race 2, which is now underway. It's Nissan versus Honda as those 2 cars are neck and neck going down into turn 1. Iceman with the slight advantage over In Count. In Count's got a little bit of a run going down into turn 2. But whoa, look at this! Iceman gets a huge shove from James Ironbeard as James Ironbeard is pushing him all over the track. Here they come down the final stretch. Iceman's slowing, he is blocked up, but he comes across the line in first.
That's what I'm talking about. James Ironbeard using that chrome horn all over the track, but Iceman staying cool and hanging on to that win.
Right you are, Ricky, as James Ironbeard was doing everything he could to take that win away from Iceman. As we watch him go down here in turn 2, there you see In Count with a run, but he has no drafting partner, as here you see James Ironbeard just giving Iceman a huge shove coming out of the chicane. As they go down in turn 3, he tries to get underneath him, but Iceman puts a block on him. As they come out of turn 3, they are all over the track. Iceman doing everything he can to keep his car straight as he's able to recontain control down in the turn 4. As they come out of turn 4 one more time, James Ironbeard tries to get underneath him as Iceman puts another block on him as they end up sliding down the final stretch. As they come down to the line, Iceman hits the wall, he gets clipped and bounced straight up, but he's able to hang on to the win as he comes across the line in first.
Go for Cousin Ricky.
What the heck, Ricky? Do you seriously have a phone up in here?
Well, of course I do. How else was I supposed to let you know that 3rd and 4th place was a close call?
Seriously, Ricky? That was the best you could come up with?
Just take a look at that freeze frame. You can't even tell who came in 3rd place. We're going to have to shift it to the overhead camera, watching the cars come out of turn 4. Then you see Iceman getting turned sideways by James Ironbeard. In Count tries to come in, but he gets knocked. And then here comes Crickster Sr. just bumping him right there at the line, taking that 3rd place spot.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Ricky. I agree with you on all that. But the joke. Seriously?
What are you trying to get at?
Let's just say I've made vegetable jokes that weren't as corny as that.
Oh, ha ha!
Anyways, as we update the leaderboard, there you see a tie for first place between James Ironbeard and Iceman. In second place, it's Crickster Sr., and right behind him is In Count, as race 3 is now underway.
You do realize my jokes are only as corny as the person writing them, right?
Now what the heck is that supposed to mean? And why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, we had trouble on the track.
Trouble in turn 2 as Craigster Sr. and James Ironbeard get tied up as there you see Incount and Iceman have pulled away. Incount has complete control of the race as he's going to come down to the line and he's going to take race 3.
Ah, great. That's just what we needed. Another DNF by Team Muscle.
Just like you said, Ricky, another tough break for Team Muscle as they have been struggling in these last 2 races. Checking out that track time put down by Incount. Let's go down here to turn 2 as there we see Craigster Sr. and James Ironbeard being pulled apart by the track emergency crews. Hopefully they are okay and can move on to the next race.
Now let's go back and watch the replay camera as here you see them coming out of the S-turns. Craigster Sr.'s car goes slightly off the side of the track. He loses a ton of traction and James Ironbeard has nowhere to go.
Just as you said, Ricky, as Craigster Sr. comes out of the S-turns, his car comes off the track. James Ironbeard tries multiple times to recorrect him and straighten him out, but instead they go in the turn 2 and he loses complete control of his car going down to the apron. Then he comes around, strikes the tire barrier and the guardrail. James Ironbeard with nowhere to go. They both come to a stop.
Now with that double DNF by Team Muscle, there you see once again Team Tuner moving to the top of the board as Iceman sits on top with 13 points.
Just behind him, we have a tie for second place between James Ironbeard and Incount, and there you see Craigster Sr. sitting at the bottom with 6 points. As we move on to the final race, as it's time for race 4, which is now underway.
Here's the final go, and it's all Team Muscle up front as they go down the backstretch in the turn 1.
Craigster Sr. has the advantage, but here comes James Ironbeard moving up as he takes lead down the turn 2 through the chicane.
Oh, look at him getting squirrely behind him as they go down the turn 3.
Craigster Sr. is doing everything he can to hold him off as they come down to the final stretch. James Ironbeard is going to take the win.
Oh, don't look now, but it looks like we have a tuner down.
Looks like Iceman got loose coming out of turn 4, and that's going to be a costly DNF for him. The question is just how much is it going to cost?
Well, I guess that's what you get when you try to Tokyo drift that turbo tofu taster.
Oh my God, Ricky, seriously?
Now you try to say that 10 times fast.
Anyways, as Iceman is being checked out by the emergency crews, let's go back one more time and check out the last Merch by Meekin replay camera of the night. As there you see Craigster Sr. gets a bump coming out of the S-turns. He loses a little momentum as James Ironbeard makes a move underneath him going down in the turn 2.
As they go through the chicane, there you see Craigster Sr. trying his best to regain that spot as James Ironbeard puts a blocking move right on him as they touch bumpers.
This causes Craigster Sr. to get a little bit loose as then all of a sudden the cars just start getting squirrely behind him as there you see James Ironbeard just takes off and leaves all the other drivers behind.
As we watch Ironbeard come out of turn 4 and take his win, there you see Craigster Sr. putting a blocking maneuver on Incount as they come out of turn 4, and just behind him, there you see Iceman trying to do his Tokyo drift, but come to a Tokyo stop.
You really can't help yourself, can you? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for round 2, group 2, as we finish up the scorecard, and this is going to be the finishing order. With a total of 10 points, it's going to be Craigster Sr. With a total of 12 points, it's going to be Incount. And we now have 2 drivers with 14 points. Moving on to the semifinal round, that's going to be Iceman and James Ironbeard. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for round 2, groups 1 and 2, as Team Tuner has put on a show as they have 3 drivers moving on to the semifinal round.
Yeah, Team Muscle may be down, but they sure ain't out, because it ain't all about quantity, it's about quality, and ain't nothing better than a good old Detroit Muscle.
Will Team Muscle be able to strike back, or will Team Tuner just continue to dominate? Only one way to find out as we move on to round 2, part 2 next time, ladies and gentlemen. As always, race fans, we appreciate you being a part of the action here today, and as always, if you love the content you see, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to comment and share as we bring you more exciting racing action here from the Old Yadkin Valley Speedway, home to the Winston-Salem Racing Series and the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League.
So what are you waiting for? Be like the Hulk and smash that like button. Smash it hard. And of course, we can't forget about our great sponsor, Merch by Meekin. Merch by Meekin is your headquarters for all your customized diecast signs and much more. And also don't forget about their personal gift ideas too. Merch by Meekin. Gotta love those signs.
And lastly, race fans, before we let you go, as we said at the beginning of the show, to all those in Western North Carolina still feeling the effects of Hurricane Helene, from all of us here at the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League, our hearts and prayers go out to you in this time of healing and rebuilding. As we know, there is a lot of work still left to do.
We stand together, Carolina strong. Woo!
This has been a presentation of the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League.